Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Genesis 1 to 7, Proverbs 17, and Psalm 113. Let's get started. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let us separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse to separate the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, "Let the earth sprout together, sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind." And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs of the season, for days and for years, and let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth, across the expanse of the heavens." So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good, and God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, and livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kind, and the livestock according to their kind, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them, male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree receiving its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life. I have given every green plant for food." And it was said, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. And as the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them, and on the seventh day God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. And God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. And these are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. And the day when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and no bush of the field was yet in the land, and no small plant of the field had yet sprung up. And the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the land, and there was no man to work the ground. And a mist was going out from the Lord, and was watering the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And a river flowed out of Eden toward the garden, and they divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first is the Pishon. It was the one that flowed around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is the Gihon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. And the name of the third river is the Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. And the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, "You may surely eat of every tree of the garden, and not of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in that day you eat of it you shall surely die." And the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit Now the grand Lord God had formed every beast of the field and every bird of the heavens and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all livestock and to the birds of the heavens and to every beast of the field. For Adam there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man. And while he slept, he took one of his ribs and closed up its flesh with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man, he made it into a woman and brought her to the man. And then the man said, "No, this man lost is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be a woman because she was taken out of the man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And then the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God actually say, you shall not eat of any tree in the garden?" And the woman said to the serpent, "You may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden, but God said, you shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, lest you die." The serpent said to the woman, "You will not surely die, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. And the tree that is to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate. And the eyes of both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loincloths. And they heard the sound of the Lord God and walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And the man and his wife hid themselves in the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. As the Lord God called to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself." He said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" The man said, "The word whom you gave to be with me, she gave me the fruit of the tree, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is it that you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, and cursed are you above all livestock, and above all beasts of the field. On your belly you shall go, and dust you shall eat all the days of your life. I'll put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. And you shall bruise her your head, and you shall bruise his heel." So the woman he said, "I'll surely multiply your pain in childbearing, and pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be contrary to your husband, and he shall rule over you." And to Adam he said, "Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I command you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is ground because of you, and in pain you shall eat of it because of all the days of your life. Thorns of this it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. I swear of your face you shall bread, and until you return to the ground, for out of it you are taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return." And a man called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. And the Lord God made for Adam and his wife, for his wife, garments of skins and clothed them. And the Lord God said, the man has become like one of us in knowing good and evil. Now lest you reach out your hand and take those of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out from the garden of Eden to work the ground for which he was taken. He drove out the man that east of the garden of Eden. He placed a cherub and flaming sword that turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life. Now Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, "I have gotten a man with the help of the Lord." And again she bore his brother Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of the sheep, and Cain a worker of the ground. In the course of time Cain brought to the Lord offering of the fruit of the ground. And Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but for Cain and his offering he had no regard. So Cain was very angry, and his face fell. And the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why are you angry? And why is your face full? If you do well, will you not be accepted? If you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. His desire is contrary to you, but you must rule over it." Cain spoke to Abel's brother, and while they were in the field, and Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. And the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" And he said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" And the Lord said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground. It has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it shall no longer yield to you strength. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. And whoever finds you, and Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Lord, you have driven me today away from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. I shall be a fugitive and wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." And the Lord said to him, "Not so. If anyone kills Cain, Vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest any who found him should attack him. And the Cain went away from the presence of the Lord, so in the land of Nod east of Eden. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. And he built a city. He called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch. And Enoch was born Aaron, and Aaron called father Mehujael, and Mehujael father Methuselah, and Methuselah father Lamech. And Lamech took two wives. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. Ada bore Jabal. He was the father of those who dwell in tents and livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who played the lyre and pipe. Zillah is called Jubal King. He was the forger of all instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Jubal King was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Adam and Zillah, hear my voice. You wise and mighty, listen to what I say. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for striking me. If Cain's revenge is sevenfold, then Lamech's is 77fold. And Adam knew his wife, and she bore a son and called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. To Seth later his son was born. Son was born, and he called his name Enosh. At that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. This is the work of the generations of man. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. Male and female were created them, and he blessed them and made them man when they were created. And Adam had lived 130 years. He fathered his son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. And as all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth had lived 105 years. He fathered Enosh, and Seth lived after he fathered Enosh 807 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enosh had lived 90 years. He fathered Kenan. Enosh lived after his father Kenan 815 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. When Kenan had lived 70 years, he fathered Mahalalel. When Kenan lived after he fathered Mahalalel 840 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel had lived 65 years. He fathered Jared. And Mahalalel lived after he fathered Jared 830 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Mahalalel lived 895 years, and he died. And Enoch had lived 65 years. He fathered Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Methuselah 300 years, and had other sons and daughters. And thus all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was old, but God took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years. He fathered Lamech. Methuselah lived after he fathered Lamech 782 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech had lived 182 years. He fathered a son called his name Noah, saying, Out of the ground that the Lord has cursed, this one shall bring us relief from our work, and from the painful toil of our hands. Lamech lived after he fathered Noah 595 years, and other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And after Noah was 500 years old, Noah fathered Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And man began to multiply on the face of the land. And daughters were born to him. The sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives as any they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not abide in man forever, for he is less, his days shall be 120 years. And then of the Lord on the earth in those days, and those afterward when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who of old, the men of renown. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord regretted that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. So the Lord said, I will not blot out man whom I have created from the face of the earth, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heavens. For I am sorry that I have made them. As Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all the flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh. When the earth is filled with violence, I will destroy them all. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, make ribs in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to make it. The length of the ark 300 cubits, its breadth 50 cubits, and its height to 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark, and finish it to a cubit above. Set the door of the ark to its side, make it with lower, second, and third decks. And behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh. All flesh. All flesh, in which is the breath of life under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall die. Unless I shall make covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, your sons, and your sons' wives with you. And of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark to keep him alive with you. And you shall keep me unclean. Of the birds according to their kinds, and of the animals according to their kinds, every creeping thing of the ground, and according to their kind, 2 of every sort shall come into you. First take of every sort of food that is you, and store it out, and shall serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this, he did all that God commanded him. And the Lord said to Noah, go into the ark, and you and all your household. I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of clean animals, and the male and his mate, the pair of the animals that are not clean. The male and his mate, 7 pairs of the birth, and of the hounds also, male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For in 7 days I will send rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Every living thing that I have made, I will blot out from the face of the earth. And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of his waters came upon the earth. And Noah and his son and his wife and his son's wives with him went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood of clean animals, and of animals that are not clean, and of birds, and of everything that creeps on the ground. 2 and 2, male and female, went into the ark with Noah as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, and on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened, and rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife and his 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. Then every beast according to its kind, and all the livestock according to their kinds, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, every winged creature. They went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh, in which there was the breath of life. And those that entered, men and female of all flesh, went in as God commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. And the flood continued 40 days in the earth. The waters increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated above on the face of the waters. The waters prevailed so mightily of the earth, and on the high mountains, under the whole heaven were covered. The waters prevailed above the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep, and all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds and livestock, beasts, all small creatures that swarm on the earth, and all mankind, everything on dry land whose nostrils were the breath of life died. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground, man, and creeping things, and birds of the heavens. They were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him who were in the ark, and the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. Proverbs 17. Better is a dry morsel with quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. And someone who deals wisely will rule over something actually and will share the inheritance as one of the best. The crisp of for silver and the furnace is for gold. And the Lord takes heart, so he put out the son to wicked lips. And the lie gives ear to a mischievous tongue. Let them mocks the poor insults his make. He who was glad at calamity will not go unpunished. Grandchildren are the crown of the age, and glory children in their father. Fine speech is not becoming to a fool. So less his false speech to a prince. The bribe is like magic stone in the eyes of the one who gives it. Wherever he turns, he prospers. Whenever comes an offense, he seeks love. He who repeats a matter separates questions. A rebuke goes deeper to a man of honesty, and 100 lies in trouble. An evil man seeks only rebellion. And a good messenger will be sent against him. And a man needs shave their rock the victim, rather than a fool in his mind. And when they return to your forgive, you will not have bruises. The beginning of strife is like letting out wood, so quick before quarrel breaks out. And he who just rises again, he condemns the righteous. Our both like an abomination to the Lord. I should have fooled when he in his hand to battle wisdom, when he has no sense. My friend loves at all times, and above this born for adversity. One who likes sense gives security, and then prizes over his neighbor. Whoever loves transgression loves strife. He makes the door high, seeks destruction. A man of crooked heart does not discover good. And one with a dishonest tongue falls into calamity. He decides the fool gets himself sorrow, and the father of a fool has no joy. No joy, her joyful heart is goodness, and but Christ's spirit tries at the boast. The wicked accepts the bribe and seek to perfect the ways of justice, and standing sets his face toward wisdom, but the eyes of the fool and the ends of the earth. The voice brings a grief to his father, and kindness to everyone. To impress upon the righteous man is not good, nor to strike the nail for the upright. Whoever restrains his words has knowledge, and he is a cool spirit, is a man of mistake. Even a fool who keeps on his conceit wise, when he goes in the books, he is ill intelligent. Psalm 113. Praise the Lord, praise the servants of the Lord, praise the name of the Lord, blessed be the name of the Lord, from this time forth and forever. From the rising of the sun to its setting, the name of the Lord is to be praised. The Lord is high above all nations, his glory above the heavens. He is like the Lord our God, who is seated on high, who looks far down on the heavens and the earth. He raises the poor from the dust, and lifts the needy from the ash, to make him sit with the princes. He with the princes of his people. He gives the barren woman and making her rejoice, mother of children. Praise the Lord. Now the stone nation has the Lord's prayer. Lead by heads of Father in heaven. Hallowed be unto your kingdom come. Your will be done as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.